Hello my friends and welcome back to the rabbit hole and welcome to my video covering the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty week number 2. How did you all do? Did you get everything you wanted in week number 1? I ended up shopping the preview day last Thursday, which is great for both of us because I'll be able to talk about the REM Eclipse Stick and the Win Lip Serum. I also already have a video up on my Instagram if you would like to see how those went for me. And I really have a huge announcement that I can't believe I forgot to tell you all in week number 1. Well, I can believe it because it's gotten a lot better. Okay, so you all know how Sephora price matches these items. That has always been something that has felt a little funny, right? Because these stores don't even have the same brands. So in the past, when Sephora would do their little copycat of this sale, some days were just so boring. Sephora always has some Sephora brand items that I guess just aren't selling, and so they run them 50% off for the entire sale. And it's the sort of thing that makes you go, yeah, I can see why that's not selling. You want to know what it is this year? Supplement cases. I am not making this up. It is supplement cases. This is one for Lauren May Beauty. This is one of those, nobody is surprised, it is on sale. But Sephora is also actually doing their own sale this time, and they actually have some really exciting items, and they actually got my money on Sunday. These Mega Mix palettes, which I've also talked about on Instagram, these are so good. I was incredibly tempted to go for more of those half magic sticks, but how do you beat the price on these? And Sephora's shipping is even faster because not as many people know about the sale going on. And then you can also get your gift with purchase at a lower buy-in than Ulta. And don't forget Cashback. I use Top Cashback the most. I do have referral bonuses that get us both, I think, an extra $10 to $20. I'll include those in the description box below as well. And I think that's everything I wanted to say in the intro. I'll make sure to fix the audio this week. That's a reminder, both for me in editing this video and to let you all know that I saw your comments. You know what's so frustrating? You buy these expensive, can you see my microphone? You buy these expensive microphones and it does improve your quality after you make multiple tweaks, after you set your audio in every single video. Yes, it's better, but you have to remember to set it every time. More of the quirks of content creation, let me tell you. Okay, so we're gonna get into this video now. Timestamps and links are in the description box below as always. Starting with Friday, March 14th, I have tried all of these skincare products. So we have the Murad Retinol Resculpt Eye Treatment. This is one that was sent to me by the brand. I do use a strong retinoid, and I firmly believe in migration in the skin, which is why I don't really use retinoid eye creams around my eye area anymore. I just feel like some of my adapalene, even though I do not apply it in my eye area, I apply it here, not my eye area, I still feel like it travels in the skin. So while I did get this in PR, I simply haven't used a lot of it. I will still tell you that what I do like about this is that retinaldehyde is only one conversion into the active form of retinoic acid. That's the form your skin can use. If you are using retinol with an OL, then it has to go through 2 conversions. Retinol is also available in the Beauty of Joseon eye serum, but this is an eye cream that feels like it is made for dry skin. It's a very thick cream. Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream, as well as the refills, which come in bags. I do like the way that they have their refill system set up. I did try this in the past. I think it is a fine moisturizer. We've talked a lot about fine skincare. I like it. It didn't stick for me personally. Really, very few moisturizers, actually no moisturizers have actually stuck and ended up in my holy grails, which I am working on, by the way. We have a top 10 list coming to the channel very soon. I was hoping this Monday, but it's a big video. And then a product that I don't recommend, the Beauty Bio Eyeliner. This was just okay to me. Tarte has a similar product, and I like the applicator so much more, and it typically costs less money. So I'll link you my Tarte review. That is K-Beauty. That is not yet as popular in the US, but we're seeing every day more and more K-Beauty brands coming to the Ulta website. In makeup, we have the Bare Minerals Powder Foundation. I wish it was the pressed instead of the loose powder foundation, personally. I find pressed a little easier to work with, especially if you are only applying it as light coverage. Lancome Idol, we have both the regular and the waterproof mascara. This is a very good mascara. It is not the most intense if you are looking for volume, but it is extremely reliable. I feel like there's just so many different directions you can go in with mascara, and what this one is easy to use and hard to mess up. It's a really good mascara if you are the kind of person who is rushed in the morning, relatable. And then we have the It for Ulta Airbrush Powder Brush. I do like this brush. Used it today with my Jane Iredale Powder Foundation. In hair care, I have tried the Madison Reed color kits. I'm trying to break free of bleaching my hair, so I am not buying any more of those. I also just kind of feel like it's expensive. Later this same week, there's a Clairol deal. The slip scrunchies are included. I think that these are nice, but ultimately I went the clips route. I've converted a lot of people to the clips route. There's a belief that scrunchies can lead to breakage. If they're made from silk, it might help, but I personally think that the clips are better, and I think the best thing to do is to stop damaging your hair. It's been a while since I talked about that. I would love to hear from you all on the Bumble and Bumble texture spray. I've gotten really into texture sprays, and I'm out right now, and I feel like my hair is just sitting so flat lately. I was using the IGK brand. It's not in this sale, so is Bumble and Bumble good? Please, please, any of you that have my hair type, please let me know. Saturday, March 15th, we have the Maileys B-Tight products. That company, First of all, I feel so strange about this entire category. I just feel like we've got enough things to worry about. I just don't care if my butt is, what is it, tight? Tight? Is that what we want? Lift and firm booty mask. I don't care anymore. And I don't personally believe that any kind of topical cream is going to do that. Not to mention that I tried that B-Flat product and it just burned. The company has offered to send me PR several times. I keep turning it down because I don't like these products. I just don't like them. I do, however, like the Daily Milk Foliant from Dermalogica. This is my favorite of all of their cleansing powders. Sometimes I see people kind of use the powder directly on their skin. It is something where you're supposed to add it to wet hands, make sure that it lathers up well, and then proceed to wash your face with it. This particular one is the most gentle form made with oats. It's expensive, so catching it for 50% off can actually be quite worth it. Yeah, I think this is a good product. 4 items in makeup on this day. The It Cosmetics CC cream. One thing to know about that, I truly feel like people thought, oh, this is a CC cream. It's my skin but better. And yet it is this very high coverage product. Tarte Maracuja Lip Plump, they sent me the Pearl Shimmer Glass. I'm wearing it today. I just feel like I don't understand the hype behind these. The shimmer has that gritty feeling to it. Also, if I apply a lot of this, I just feel like it's not a good look. One of those that makes my teeth look yellow, you know? Benefit primers. They have expanded the options, so there are now 3. Why are we not focusing? There are now 3 options available. I think this can work. Just make sure that you press it into your pores instead of rub, otherwise it can pill. And then the number 77 brush is back in case you missed it. We also have the Idol fragrances on this day, and I did want to tell you a little about these. I always get compliments when I wear, honestly, any Lancome fragrances. La Vie en Belle is probably my most complimented fragrance that I've ever worn. Idol has gotten me some compliments as well. I do feel like Lancome is incredibly good at people-pleasing scents, and yet they aren't my personal favorites. This one does have some jasmine, which I really like. It has some rose in it, which I don't really like. And I can definitely smell the rose even in the Aura version. So I'm gonna skip it in this sale, but it is one where, again, I see why people buy it. It's a people pleaser. Moving along to Sunday, March 16th, we have the Clinique Dramatically Different products, 3 to choose from. One thing I will tell you with these is that these are not intended to be standalone moisturizers. Rather, they are intended to add additional moisture into your skin. Okay, so Peace Out Redness Clarifying Mist. This was sent to me by the brand, and I can't use it. And I'm so bummed out because I actually love the idea behind this. So, you know those hypochlorous acid mists? Those are just one of those products where it is painfully expensive for what it is. If you saw my black-owned haul, I talked about this with the Fenty setting spray. It's one of those painfully simple formulas. And I understand why people feel the same way about hypochlorous acid mists. I totally get it. But what about if you had hypochlorous acid plus other soothing, hydrating ingredients? That's what Peace Out went for with this. Unfortunately, they also added in some essential oils. And I get it. I get it. I really try to not just get stuck in the YouTube skincare bubble where we're just kind of flabbergasted that brands would add fragrance. Why would you do that? We've been saying for years that's a terrible idea. But ultimately, it's a bubble. We are in a bubble. There are plenty of people that go, yeah, but I want things to smell nice. And I think that's what happened with Peace Out. You know, they had come out with this incredible fragrance-free moisturizer. I love it so much. It's such a good moisturizer. But even I will admit, when I wear that, my partner says to me, that skincare stinks. A lot of skincare ingredients, especially those that target acne, which the whole brand Peace Out is all about taking care of acne, a lot of those ingredients stink. What a shame. With hypochlorous acid blend, zinc, arnica, and a trio of clays, this sounds incredible, but they added essential oils, which are quote-unquote natural fragrance, which is even worse for those of us that have, in particular, allergies. It's one of those things where if you get outside of our bubble and you say, oh, they added natural fragrance, some people go, oh, I love that. Oh, I wish I could try it. It sounds absolutely amazing. It sounds amazing. And then we have the Klairs Supple Preparation Unscented. This is one of those products where it went pretty viral within the K-beauty bubble. Think of this basically as an alternative to the Cosrx Snail Mucin. It's going to be less slimy, but it's got a bit of a thickness to it. Takes a moment to absorb into your skin. It is a great hydrating product, a great alternative to Cosrx Snail Mucin if you do want something that is vegan. It says right there, vegan friendly. That said, for me, I find that I like to use products that do just a little more than just hydrating, and that's because, again, I do have a difficult skin type. Makeup, we have the Anastasia Brow Wiz Precision Pencil. I know some amount of people do like that. I still don't buy from Anastasia personally. And I actually have a new favorite brow pencil. It doesn't really matter for this video, but just to let you know, it's the Bobbi Brown in Gray Blonde. This precise brow pencil is so good. It's so expensive. I hope that this pops up in some kind of 21 Days of Beauty. I put Eyeko mascaras in red, but then I got to thinking about it and I realized it's been so long since I've tried these that I don't really have advice anymore. Sometimes formulations change and I don't want to commit to saying what these are like in 2025, but I will tell you, I felt like Eyeko was actually underrated in the past. If any of you still use these products, let me know if that is still true in the comment section below. Joico is included. I feel like the K-Packs in particular are some of the most underrated products for fighting damage in your hair, and then Clinique Happy. Clinique Happy will just always smell like the 90s, the early aughts to me. In a very good way, brings back a lot of good memories. Monday, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, we have the Fresh Sugar Advanced Lip Therapy. I've gone through a lot of these in the past. I do like the direction of the heavier lip balms. The squeeze tube type of products over the lip balm, that's personal preference. This is still, it's a good option. And I have tried the Foreo. I have a Foreo, oh, it's probably blocked right now. The Foreo Luna cleansing devices, I feel like these are nice. Every generation has improved a little bit from the previous generation. I don't think you necessarily need one of these. I think what these are good for is if you struggle to wash your face thoroughly enough, long enough, this can make it a lot more fun to wash your face. I never want people to feel like you have to buy those kind of optional tools, but at the same time, it's one of those kind of product categories where I really do understand why some people enjoy those. The Lip Tinted Hue Sticks. So I keep doing this thing lately with this series of videos where I will try out these products, do a full look with them and not record it because I'll think in my head, well, I'll just record it later. And then I end up busy later, so I didn't get to show you that I did a full look with these on my eyes, on my cheeks, on my lips, and I gotta admit, these are really good for a multi-purpose product. I'm wearing the shade True on my cheeks today. That's all I have on my cheeks. I will honestly tell you it is a smidge more stiff of a cheek product, but I think that's what makes it good as an eye product, because if it was to be very emollient, then it would probably crease on my lids. The one thing I will tell you with these is that they say that some of these are for color correction. You should know that Live Tinted is a Southeast Asian brand, and they don't really go very light in their shade ranges. I lived and learned this with their eye cream. It is definitely an eye cream where the tint is more for medium skin tones, which I think perfectly makes sense. And then for hair care, a whole bunch of men's products on this day, just to let you know if you do any shopping for men in your life. Tuesday, March 18th, so the Indie Lee Brightening Cleanser is on this day. I bought this a long time ago and I hated it. It's one of those products where I could not get past the smell. We just talked about smell earlier in this video. Usually I can get over it. I really do not like the smell with this though, but you know what's so funny? So I've talked about this before and I've had people in my comments who say, I love the smell of the Indie Lee Brightening Cleanser. And my friends, that is how personal smell is. That is how personal smell is. As a cleanser, it's actually really nice. Super gentle. I wish I smelled the nice fruit smell that other people say they smell, because I smell rotting fruit. And in this one too, I thought it might just be the full size that I had bought before. No, it's this too. I don't know what it is. Wow, not a lot else that I have tried on this day. That's that hair color that I was talking about earlier though. So then that'll bring us to Wednesday, March 19th. We have the Beekman 1802 serums. 3 of them are included on this day. I tried Beekman 1802 a long time ago, and I feel like I see what people like about the brand, but I also find them to be a difficult brand for me to use. I noticed that anytime I used my retinoids, using the Beekman products the next day just felt more sensitizing. I don't know why. I don't know if it's something to do with the goat milk, perhaps. I don't know if it's just a me thing. But a lot of people really do like the Beekman 1802 serums and the Beekman 1802 brand. I still do like their body care. Peter Thomas Roth Instant Firm X Eye. One thing to know about this is that it does work. You remember when this went viral? It was a TikTok video of a lady applying this to her eye area, and then you could instantly see her eye look like it tightened. The catch is, you cannot easily apply makeup on top of this. It basically ruins the effect, so you have to choose between wanting your eye area to look a bit tighter temporarily, it is not a permanent effect, or wearing makeup. And for me, makeup any day, any and every day, makeup over a temporary tightening sensation that I didn't even like. On my dry skin, no. RMS Lip to Cheek, I recently tossed one of these. I think that these are expensive. RMS is one of those super clean brands, so I actually tossed the one of these that I had in the past. In their defense, I like the fact that I could scoop it out and then recycle the glass container, but I won't buy it again. Too expensive, goes bad too quickly. The Eclipse sticks, actually, they are nice if you are really looking for a more emollient cheek and lip product. Our final day of week number 2, Thursday, March 20th, we have the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. This is a much heavier feeling cleansing oil. I absolutely understand why a lot of drier skin types like that one. We have 7 Smashbox eye products. I've been a longtime fan of Smashbox, and they actually started to send me some PR. So these little palettes, they're always on mood board palettes. They're kind of expensive at retail. It's another one of those categories of products where I would get it at 50% off. But here's the thing. So this is the one I'm wearing. It's Cozy Vibes. First of all, I like how they're color coded. You can see that Cozy Vibes is the more neutral palette versus this is Fiery Vibes, much more warm. So this is the one I'm wearing today. But check this out. These snap closed, so they won't open in your bag. It's one of those things where once you see it, you find yourself going, hey, why don't more palettes lock closed? That's so smart for travel. And yes, the pigmentation is fantastic on these. I really like that Smashbox stuck with their small palettes. They always did small palettes well. They have the Superfan mascara, which is a great mascara if you are somebody who likes separation in your lashes. Separation as well as a very deep and bold black color. And a smaller wand. And then they also have the Always Sharp. These are the kind of products where every time you open them, it sharpens your kohl pencil, so you are always working with a sharp point. Living Proof Flex Hairspray. I have used that in the past. That is a nice, not too crunchy hairspray. Expensive though. One of those to get it 50% off. And then this is strictly for the blondes. The IGK Fortune Teller Color Depositing Mask. This is such a purple mask that it is really easy to accidentally purple your hair. I do use this to fight brassiness. I have to wear gloves with it, and even with wearing gloves, you can see I've stained my own bottle. Can you see this? Yeah, there you go. I've stained my own bottle. I'm not even telling you how you're supposed to use these. So apply generously to clean hair and distribute evenly. Leave for 1 to 5 minutes on wet hair for a sheer color effect, or 10 to 15 minutes on dry hair for an intense color effect. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this can really dye your hair. I miss having brightly colored hair. It's very fun, but I don't miss cleaning the tub. And then for the weekly 50% off, we have the Benefit Benetint Lip Stain. There are several options there now. Benetint is one of those products where I understand the popularity, but I like a little bit more personally. And then the Sasho stain bundles, they have two bundles available, a lighter and a deep color. Okay, so let's talk about these. These went viral on social media, and I feel like anytime something goes viral, you see some amount of people saying this is the best thing they've ever tried in their life, and then you hear from some amount of people who say it's absolutely horrible. And I feel like the truth with skincare and makeup products is that the vast majority of products are fine. They're fine. They went through product testing, they were developed by cosmetic chemists, they're fine. And I ultimately feel like that is this too. I specifically feel like the catch with this is that because you are staining your lips, it does dry your lips out. Which means if you already have dry lips, I think you could really hate this. When I tried this over the summer, I really thought it was just kind of okay. I didn't understand why you would go through the effort of putting this on for 20 minutes, just letting it sit on your lips. Well, that's a lot of time for lip liner when there's so many lip liners that don't require 20 minutes. I've revisited this twice for this video, and it is winter. And both times I have absolutely hated it. I've absolutely hated it. Because I must have a dry patch over here. Both times as I have pulled this off, I feel like I have pulled off lip. I'm gonna pass personally on buying more of these. At the very least, I would say try 1 instead of 3. Because frankly, I don't even really see a difference between the 3 that they sent me. And my friends, that brings us to the end of Ulta week number 2, 21 Days of Beauty. Let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comment section below. And make sure you check out the competing deals over on Sephora. Make sure you get your cash back. All of this is linked in the description box below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.